Hey guys, Donnie RightSide here. Bookmakers review Week 13 NFL action upset alert. Let's talk about it. 2 games on Sunday, one at 4 o'clock, one at 1 o'clock. I think these two teams have a chance to win outright. So we're going to put some teams on upset alert. Let's get right to it here. 1 o'clock start. How about this one? 4:51, 4:52 on the rotation. The New York Jets head into Minnesota to take on the Vikings. That's going to be Mike White at quarterback. Second straight start here for the Jets. And, of course, Kirk Cousins here for the Minnesota Vikings. Now, the Vikings only have 2 losses on the season here. You saw them get beat by the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Had a nice win last week on Thanksgiving over the New England Patriots. But the New York Jets here may be finding some new life in the season here on their way to the playoffs. Finally here, Mike White last week, 3 touchdown passes in the pouring rain against a really bad Chicago Bears team. But I like the matchup this week with the New York Jets. You can pass on the Minnesota Vikings, which is a good thing now. They have Mike White as opposed to Zach Wilson as your quarterback. Also, when we're taking a look at some of the players that can get after it this week, look, running is not the way to beat the Minnesota Vikings. They have a pretty staunch run defense, but you can attack them through the air. So if you look at the wide receivers here this weekend, Garrett Wilson, Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, the big 3 all healthy and ready to go. And this game will not be played in the pouring rain. It's going to be played in the dome. I think the New York Jets are going to put up a fight in this one. So that's why we're going to put the Minnesota Vikings on upset alert this weekend. Game number 2, let's take a look at it. West Coast action. What are the games of the weekend? 469, 470. That's the Miami Dolphins and Tua Tagovailoa taking on the San Francisco 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo. This line sits around 3.5 to 4, depending on where you're shopping at 46.5 here. Last week you saw the Miami Dolphins in their game get up 30-0, take the starters out in the second half, still end up covering the spread against the Houston Texans, but the San Francisco 49ers had a decent performance, at least defensively. 13-0 shutout victory over the New Orleans Saints. But I'm going to put the San Francisco 49ers on upset alert this week. Elijah Mitchell already down with a knee injury. Also seeing now Christian McCaffrey in practices this week, not going because they're worried about knee inflammation for him. If they're not full go in this game, you're going to lean a lot more on Jimmy Garoppolo throwing to those exciting wide receivers and tight ends as opposed to maybe some dump-offs out of the backfield for big plays and big plays in the run game from Christian McCaffrey. If we're looking for the Miami Dolphins this week, this is a great test for that high-octane offense to go against a really good defense in the San Francisco 49ers. But if there's no Jimmy Garoppolo in the backfield, that might even the playing field up just a little bit more. We're going to put the San Francisco 49ers on upset alert this weekend. 2 games to keep an eye on. Upset alert, Minnesota. Upset alert, San Francisco 49ers. I'm Donnie RightSide for Bookmakers Review, and as always, good luck on those wagers.